That's going to take us into our next game, which is going to be the Mountain West Championship on Friday night. We've got 20th ranked UNLV traveling to Boise State on the blue field to face the Broncos, who are ranked at number 10 as of the most recent CFP rankings. On Friday night at 8 p.m., the ESPN FPI has Boise at 68%, and the spread also has Boise and is by 4 points according to ESPN Bet. This game, I think, will be really fun. Not a lot to be said because Boise State has played really well all season. They did play at UNLV earlier in the year at Allegiant Stadium, where they did get the win by 5. I checked that a while ago because I was curious about this spread. It's a really very close line. The only team, honestly, who really gave Boise State any kind of a fight this season, the only team that kept Ashton Jeanty from being, or kept him from being an absolute monster. He still had a good game, but it wasn't like, a blowout. With that said, I'm not going first. I'm excited about this one. Mason, who you got?
I think this is a tougher matchup than people are giving credit for. UNLV still has a fantastic football team, not taking anything away from Boise State. Boise State has Ashton Jeanty. He played extremely well against a really good Oregon team at the beginning of the season. But there's definitely been some times where Boise State has shown some weaknesses, and UNLV, they have too. This one's really tough, man. I'm going to pick the upset here. I'm going to go with UNLV to end up winning the Mountain West and getting into the college football playoff. Is it likely? No. Spread being at 5.5, I think that's, or 4, excuse me. I think that's on purpose. I think they also see that. I think that UNLV has a really good football team. They beat Kansas. So yeah, give me UNLV to go into Boise and get this win.
Yeah, I think UNLV has had a really good season this season, but when we really look at it, I think Boise State has had an even better season. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a blowout or anything like that. I don't believe it will be. But I do think Boise State is a more well-rounded team when it comes to the Mountain West and between these two teams. Defense is kind of a question mark for Boise State. I think UNLV will be able to put up points, and I think they will be able to put a stop to Ashton Jeanty. Will he still have 100 yards? Probably, because he'll have 100 carries. But, they play the balanced game on offense, and it works. So I got Boise State winning this game.
So, similar to where Mason was just a moment ago, now I am. Split on the first two picks here. I agree with Mason. I think this game is going to be much tougher than we're giving it credit for. I do think it's another close game. Of course, like we said a while ago, Boise did take the win earlier in the year against UNLV by 5. It was 29-24 was the final in Las Vegas. With that said, I know it's tough to beat a team twice in one season, but this game is at Boise State. It's on one of my favorite fields in college football. I think it's awesome. My girlfriend, she hates it. She thinks it's a lot, or she thinks it's hard on the eyes. I think it's great. I am going to take the Broncos on Friday night to win the Mountain West and do what is tough to do, and that is, again, beat a team twice in one season, but I do like Boise State. Ashton Jeanty, he will have at least 101 carries to piggyback on what Joey said, but give me Boise State to win the Mountain West on Friday night.
It's not as good as the teal field, but we still love it.